Hey everybody, welcome back to Home Sweet Homes, and you can hear Opie the Hound clicking, clacking his way in to see what I'm doing in the kitchen today. And anyway, today I am going to try this video that I saw. It's like a copycat Longhorn Steakhouse chicken parmesan. So what we need to do is make a marinade for it, and then we'll top it with Parmesan cheese and panko breadcrumbs later when we bake it. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and mix it in this because it's a giant measuring cup and it has a nice lid, so I can go ahead and put a lid on it and toss it in the fridge until we're ready. Now, I'm sure there were measurements on the video, but I don't know. I'm just going to wing it. But you do need extra virgin olive oil. I think it was like a half a cup. Half cup of that. And then you need a half a cup of ranch. This is also depends on how much chicken you're doing too. Some ranch. Let's see, how much am I doing? I think it's a little over a pound, or maybe just around a pound. Then you need some Worcestershire sauce. It looked like about 2 teaspoons worth. So we'll wing it. 1, 2. I like Worcestershire sauce here. That'll be fine. And then it looked like maybe another teaspoon or so of lemon juice. I can't get that little top off, so I'm just gonna like squeeze it for a little bit and hope for the best. Oh god, it's squeezing everywhere. Perfect. Okay. Then you need, it looks like a little splash of white vinegar. Eyeball that, just a little splash or so. Maybe a tablespoon or 2. And then it calls for some black pepper. It calls for like a lot of black pepper, but we don't really care for black pepper that much. So I'm just going to sprinkle in a little bit. Just enough to give it some flavor. Alright. Looks kind of gross all mixed together, but let's get it whisked. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and whisk this up. Looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and drop my chicken into here and then get it in the fridge to start marinating, I guess. Now I'm just using these, let's see, free range organic chicken tenderloins. They're delicious, super easy to work with, and hardly any fat on them, which we like. No fat. They're a little frozen too, so that'll be fine because they have to marinate for a little bit. Some of these guys are really little, but there's quite a few of them in here. Okay, now I'm just going to kind of poke them around, make sure they're all swimming in it. Alright, now all we gotta do is set this in the fridge for about an hour or so before we get it all ready to bake up. Alright, now we are going to put together the next mixture that we will need. That you need Parmesan cheese, more ranch. I forgot to put garlic in my marinade, so I'm just going to toss them in this round. And then some shredded or chunks of a white cheese. So I have Monterey. I'm going to use that. No, I don't have as much Parmesan as I would like, but we're going to make do. Okay, some Parmesan. Dump some ranch into here. Okay. Use a half a bottle of ranch on this recipe. That's okay. And move you down. Okay. And then since I just have a ton of slices, I'm just going to rip them up, because then you are going to put this in the microwave and melt it. Which one of these is this? I think this is the one I want. I'm just going to do 3 slices. Right. Give it a little mix. Alright, I'm just going to go microwave this probably for like 45 seconds or so just to get it melted enough so I can combine them better. Alright, this just came out of the microwave. It is smelling very good. I might microwave it a little longer. We're going to give it a little mix. Okay. And now for the very top level, you're going to melt some butter. And you're going to season it with minced garlic and minced onion, or like onion powder, but I have chopped onion sauce, so I'm gonna do. Mostly just onion powder comes out when you do the small holes, so fine. A bit of garlic powder. And then panko breadcrumbs. I think it was like a cup of that, half cup maybe. We'll see how it soaks up the. Alright, you just want to put this all the bread, or all the panko crumbs coated with some of the butter, and make sure that seasoning gets around. Alright, now both of our toppings are ready. Alright, and you are going to need a pan that you can use on the stovetop and then put directly into the oven. So that's what I got. I get it just started heating up. I'm going to put some olive oil in here. Swirl it around a little bit. Help your chicken from sticking too bad, hopefully. Alright. While that's getting hot, I have over here our marinated chicken. I'm just going to kind of flop it around a little, mix it up a little more before I toss them in. Okay. So we're basically just going to do a little sear on these. And that oil's not hot enough. The oil's nice and warm now. Set these in. Okay, it's not nearly as hot as I want it to be, but I'm impatient. Like I use these small tenderloins, so it'll just take a minute to get them all transferred over. Oh, I got one teeny tiny piece. Try to cram it in there. Alright, what we're going to do is we're just going to let these simmer away on this side, and then we'll flip them in just a minute or so. Alright, I've been sizzling away for about 2.5 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and flip these all over. They're not really searing very well in here, but whatever. You know what, I might just change up the directions and cook them the rest of the way in here. Because I can. Alright, now go ahead and let them sizzle away for another about 2 to 3 minutes before we put the toppings on. Alright, so we have our chicken. I'm going to try to just kind of sneak them together the best I can. Then we're just going to scoop some of our cheesy ranch mixture on top of all of it. Okay, that is some stringy goodness. right. Now that's what you're done. Now we're going to take our breadcrumbs with panko, or panko with butter, and layer that on top of this and toss it in the oven. I did a little too much butter. All right, now we take our chicken and toss it in the oven at 350 for about, I think it was 8 minutes. All right, you guys, it is out of the oven, looking delicious. I'm gonna go ahead and serve it up with some of those dinner rolls real quick. All right, after the last clip you just saw of me showing you how beautiful the chicken looked once I got it out, I pushed pause on my video and I was going to make up the plates so I could share with you how beautiful it looked all plated up. Well, I put my phone down, the kids were talking to me, I was in a rush, and I immediately after taking it out of the 350 degree oven, I grabbed the whole skillet. And so now I have 2nd degree burns on all of my fingers. Not so much my pinky, but all of the other ones, including my thumb. So I will be following up with the burn center in our area tomorrow. They look really nasty and they hurt. I've never had a burn before. And I cannot believe that they don't give you really good things or anything that will help with the pain. It burns. It seriously feels like my fingertips especially are still on fire. But that's what I get for trying to make a fancy dinner where you get to sear it on the stove and finish it in the oven. I was so excited, you guys. But the chicken actually turned out phenomenal. Madison said it was the best chicken she's ever had. Definitely wants me to make it again. And so that was pretty exciting. And even Mason, who's not a big chicken breast fan, the texture chicken breast, he even said it was pretty good and he would eat it, which is huge. He hates the texture of chicken. He's a really hard type. But anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me. And me and my mitten will be here recovering and hopefully get some help editing videos from my husband. Because I don't know how I'm going to do it. This is my mouse hand. Anyway, have a good day, and we'll see you again in the next video.